We now determine the area of the region enclosed by the curves y equals x squared minus 2x plus 5 and y equals 5x minus 5. So the first curve y equal x squared minus 2x plus 5 is basically a parabola opening upward. Here I have shown the sketch of this parabola which opens upward. And then the second curve y equals 5x minus 5 is basically a line with positive slope, that is slope 5 and y-intercept negative 5. So here I have done the sketch of this line, and these two curves intersect, and we have a enclosed region. So basically we have to find out the area of this enclosed region. For this, we need to know the limits when we use the integral. That is, we need to know this limit. Let's say this is x equal to a, and let's say this equals x equal to b. And so to determine the limits x equal to a and b, basically we solve these two curves so that we get the points of intersection. So let's do that. I'm going to solve these two equations. Since these two represents the equation for y, we can write down this as x squared minus 2x plus 5. This is from the first equation, and this equals 5x minus 5. So let's solve this equation for x. Subtract to 5x and add 5 to both sides. We get x squared minus 2x minus 5x will be negative 7x, and 5 plus 5 will be 10, and this equals, on the right side we get a 0. So this one is a quadratic equation which we can solve by factoring method. So we see that the two factors are x minus 5 and x minus 2. We have written this in the product form. In solving this, we get x equals 5 and x equals 2. So we know that this one must be 2 because this is the lower value of x, and this one must be 5, that is a equal to 2 and b equals 5. Therefore, we can now set up the integral to find the enclosed region. So basically, if we look at this figure, we have the top curve which is y equals x minus 5. This is one is the top curve, and the bottom curve is the parabola, that is y equals x squared minus 2x plus 5. So therefore, we write area of the enclosed region. This equals integral from x equals a to x equal b. The top curve, let's say it is f of x, and the bottom curve, let's say it is g of x. Then we integrate it with respect to dx. So this one is the formula we are going to utilize. So as we already know that the top curve is the line equation, so let's put the values of a, b, and the top curve. Here a equal to 2, so the lower bound of this integral is 2, and b equal 5, so the upper bound is 5. The top curve is given by 5x minus 5, that is f of x equals 5x minus 5 minus the g of x is the bottom curve, which is the parabola equation, that is x squared minus 2x plus 5. So I replace g of x as x squared minus 2x plus 5. We integrate this and evaluate its value. Let's simplify and evaluate this. And so this gives, we have 5x minus of minus 2x, this will be plus 2x, which is 7x. First, I put this negative x squared term. So this will be integral from 2 to 5, negative x squared plus 5x plus 2x is 7x, and this one is negative 5. This is negative 5. Negative 5, negative 5 equals negative 10. So we have negative 10 as we integrate with respect to dx. So let's integrate each of the terms inside the integral using the power rule of integration. So this becomes integration of this one will be negative of x raised to the power of 3 divided by the same number 3, plus this one give x 7 times of x squared divided by 2 minus 10 times of integral of 1 dx is x. This must be evaluated from 2 to 5. Now let's replace x by the upper bound 5. And so this gives negative 5 cube by 3 plus 7 times of 5 squared divided by 2 minus 10 times of 5. We put this bracket minus. We now replace x by the lower bound, which is 2. So it is negative 2 cube divided by 8 plus 7 times of 2 squared divided by 2 minus 10 times of 2. We have to simplify this and evaluate its value. So this gives negative 125 over 3 plus this will be 5 squared is 25. 25 times 7 is 175, so it is 175 over 2 minus 10 times 5 is 50. We then put minus, and then this one will be negative 2 cube, and this one is basically divided by 3. It's not 8. So this is negative 2 cube is negative 8, and this is over 3 plus 2 square is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then 7 times 2 is 14 minus 10 times 2 is 20. So this gives, let's combine these two fractions first because they have the common denominator 3. So it will be negative 125, and this will be negative of negative 8 is positive 8 over 3. And then we have, I'm going to write down this fraction 175 by 2. And then we have a negative 50. This one is a positive 20. We have positive 20. And this one is a negative 14. Simplifying this, we get negative 44. So I put negative 44 here. Now we have to take the common denominator, which is the multiple of this 3 and 2. And this one is negative 44 divided by 1. So the common denominator is 6. And this means this one is a negative 125 plus 8 is negative 117. I read this as negative 117. So this must be multiplied with 2 because the denominator here is 3. So 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So we should multiply this 117, negative 117 by 2, and that equals negative 234. We then put plus. So here we have the denominator 2 compared with the common denominator 6. It is uh, divided by, when divided by 2 we get 3. So this must be multiplied with 3. So 175 times 3 equals 525. I put 525 minus, we have the denominator 1 and the common denominator is 6. So this must be multiplied with 6, and negative 44 times 6 equals negative 264. And so this gives negative 234 negative 264 equals negative 498 plus 525. This divided by 6. And so this equals 27 by 6, which we reduce to simple fraction. This is 3 times 9, and this is 2 times 3. We cancel the common term 3 and 3, and so this reduces to 9 half. So this is the area of the enclosed region.